So I was on my phone and I got recommended this little video by Gone Fishing, a Roblox YouTuber. He makes various content on, various ongoings on the platform. This video was called Happy Birthday You Roblox Predator with an 18 in the thumbnail, so I watched it, it was a good video. It says, wishing a very happy birthday to Smelly Skonk, or Skonk. So I looked up Smelly Skonk, and at first I was really confused because all what came up was Vixy Skonk, so I thought that wasn't the same person. It was until I clicked the link in the description box that it led to the exact same channel, and yeah, it's Vixy Skonk. And exactly what this person was exposed for in Gone Fishing's video, this person's still actively engaging into this day. Vixy Skonk, or Smelly Skonk, is a YouTuber on Roblox that makes R34 animations, mostly fart animations, which are sexual in nature. This is a fetish. Joining his Discord server linked on the banner links to Vixy's place, and this server is the exact same server that was exposed in Gone Fishing's video. It's not a brand new server, they've kept the exact same one. There's a media section, and within this, none of this is age verified whatsoever. It just lets you go into the channels immediately. I also spoke with Vixy in the DMs, where he revealed a lot more information to me, and I essentially just pretended to be his friend the entire time. Something that came up in the discussion was something about Gone Fishing and Ruben Sim. So I was like, yeah, I see that Gone Fishing has pissed off even Ruben Sim in the past, and that guy hates Predators. Funny how he isn't on their good side, because he was saying that Gone Fishing's word is not to be trusted. We're going to some more DMs in a minute, but after I realized I was getting pretty much everything I needed, I decided to forward this to Gone Fishing, so I joined his Discord server and tried to speak to one of his admins. And this person's called Striped Jerry. This person never accepted my friend request. We was talking as mutuals of the same server with our DMs open, but I was shortly after banned from the server after I asked if I could speak to Gone Fishing about this and forward the new information I found, just to say that it's still ongoing. And I guess, yeah, I was banned. They're not too interested in this. Or maybe Jerry banned me, I've got no idea, but then my next best bet was Ruben Sim. He offered some pointers on how I'd get the server deleted, which I will be looking into because this definitely needs to be deleted. It's not okay to be on the platform. Lean, aka Vixy Skonk, has a moderator who is 16 that is tasked with moderating all of this NSFW, and a lot of his other staff members are also underage. As you can see here in these countless examples of him saying his age, I tried to message one of the admins to get in contact with Lean, aka Vixy, and it immediately gets screenshotted, put in general, and I am asked who the fuck I am. I'm immediately told that he doesn't give a fuck about moral support, so he's unfazed and he doesn't need my help. Which for Vixy Skonk, he's in luck because he's gonna get the opposite. Starts off with, hi, there's some rumors about you and stuff going around, are you busy right now? The fuck are you talking about? I explained the Gone Fishing situation in video. He at first tries to say it wasn't him that owned that same channel, and it was actually just because I made a slight typing mistake. I said Stinky Stonk rather than Smelly Skonk, which is just a huge difference, of course. He makes sure to let me know that he doesn't care about what Gone Fishing has said about him. He doesn't care about some clown herd woke who wears a bucket hat he bought for $2 and also dates a transgender and supports LGBT. So at this point I remembered, wait, I've got that I'm trans in my bio, so I immediately deleted that and carried on the conversation like I was agreeing with him. He then also let me know that I didn't delete my bio fast enough, but continues to talk to me regardless somehow, and then reveals to me that some dude recently went into the fart channel, posted his 5-year-old brother farting on the camera, and when this happens they accuse me of being a child predator, which it is literally his fault because he doesn't have any precautions in place. And in this conversation explains he has no plans to moderate any of this or put any age gates in any of the channels. And just for context, this guy's been like 18 for more than 5 months at this point. He was called off for it, he's been like an adult for like nearly 6 months, and he's just continuing to go with all of this behavior. He's not made any change whatsoever. He accused Gone Fishing of raiding his server with CP, which I mean, it's still there if he's done that, it's still there. So he says, we bought the 14-year-olds being in the server. I asked, what about 15-year-olds? They can stay, it's alright. Anyone over 15 is okay. If you are 13 or 14, you will get harassed for being in the server. Gone Fishing is not a trustable source. He calls me a neo-Nazi homophobic white supremacist when it's all just jokes. He is literally a social justice warrior, which, yeah, sounds like it is what I said. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the jokes that he's referring to real quick. And these aren't even like, among people he's aware of. It's just openly in a server, and he's not learned any lesson whatsoever. He also openly speaks about this in the server as well. Responds to someone in the chat talking about young girls, saying, the 12-year-old ghosts. And then he speaks about somebody having a file on his full body pics from 3 years ago, which would mean he was 15 at the time of the full body pics being taken. One thing he said to me in the DMs, which did make me laugh, was, I'm not gonna let some 18-year-old groom a 14-year-old on my server. It's an instant ban. You mostly have people over 16 anyway, which have access to all of these channels, and they're posting thigh pictures, which you're responding to directly. Whose thighs is that? Him responding to somebody saying that they have CP, in brackets, their own ass pic, then Lean saying, wait, I do remember I saw that ass pic. What did it look like? Oh, never mind, I saw your thighs, not ass. Yummy thighs. So this was like a couple months back that he was saying this stuff. You're too young to go to a mall by yourself, unless your mom called you and told you to buy clothes. They're too young to be in a server. So with this other person, the admin that they're speaking to, I decided to look up their name and see what they were saying. 13-year-old fingers, lick lick, what the f— Alright, so they're 14. Yeah, this is fucked. So yeah, that person's literally just posting pictures of themselves within the server, and no one really cares about that. Once I turn 18, I'm pulling up to Vixy's home. What? Bro, is this not CP? If Joey can post his D and Vise at 17, I can post my butt at 14. Oh, and here they are mocking the latest gun fishing video. Oh my god, superhero. And also the 16-year-old moderator saying I would never chase pedos and expose them, because the fuck is that gonna change? So, everyone on the server seems to have been groomed into thinking that all of this is normal behavior, and that none of this is actually worth going after, that none of it's actually wrong in any way. So yeah, like that message that he sent me to, like, in the DM saying that he wouldn't let, like, an 18-year-old groom a 14-year-old, like, he's literally the one fucking doing it. Or at least he's, at the very least, failing to deliver on his promise, which is preventing this. Vixy Skonk is actually more obsessed with kids not finding out about what the LGBT is than he is about making sure that they're safe in his server. Even going as far as to compare the LGBT to ISIS, saying no one young should know about the LGBT. Being LGBT is blacklisted.
Okay, what's happening?
Look. Do you ask people's ages for them to use, the chat? I get a lot of it is being edgy, but yeah, there are content creators that are just vultures. BRB, alright. Yeah. Be right back. Do you ask for the age? Be right back. Is that because it's not actually... Look. Is that because it's not actual NSFW? But like satire NSFW, like flirting and stuff. We can usually detect someone being under 13. They always talk like dumbasses, it's an instant ban. We bully 14-year-olds for being in the server. What about 15-year-olds? They can stay, it's alright. Anyone over 15 is okay. If you're 13 or 14, you will get harassed for being in the server. Also, I saw you about— yeah, because he saw that I was trans himself. So I had to make up a story about me being trans, but not being one of those ones that will scream at you. Some dude recently went into a fart channel, posted his 5-year-old brother farting on camera, and then when this happens, they accused me of being a chap. Do you have any concerns about that? What if gone fishing, etc. assault? What if it makes you look bad, at least to the people who aren't in the server and don't understand? If you don't care, it's fine. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just looking out. It's all good. My server has precautions. I'm not going to let some 18-year-old groom a 14-year-old on my server. It's an instant ban. We mostly have people over 16 anyway. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if you're an adult yourself is all. It's like...